Hi, it's Valerie, and welcome to your OT Coaching Tune-Up. Today I wanted to speak about how do we become kings and queens. And so what I realize as a woman, and this is a topic I'm extremely passionate about, around relationships and around masculine and feminine energies and how men show up and how women show up. And one of the things that I realize is that in being a woman, and a lot of other women that I know, a lot of the ways that we experienced love in our lives was by when we achieved something. So the more we showed up, the more we did, the more we accomplished, the more in turn love we got, maybe perhaps from our fathers in those moments. And so what it basically set us up to do was to then recognize that, well, hold on a second, if I just keep doing, if I keep showing up, if I keep achieving, then I'll experience love. And so a lot of us transfer that into our intimate relationships. In addition to that, what it also helps us to do is not feel comfortable with the void, with the spaciousness. And when we think about the feminine energy in general, it is that place of stillness. It's that place of more softness, of creativity, of intuition, of fluidity. It's a place of allowing yourself to be led. It's very non-linear. It's very spacious. And so ultimately, in feeling that we need to fulfill this void and achieve and achieve and achieve in order to experience love in our lives, we wouldn't allow that space and that void and that no-thingness to occur, where then inevitably it wouldn't allow this masculine energy that is the creator, the generator, the doer, to come into our lives and to do for us. And so what I recognized for many years in being within relationships is I would show up and do and do and do. And in turn, I feel that it would either leave my partner in this place of not knowing his stance and just not taking action because there was no space for him to take action, basically being emasculated. And I would find that I would get frustrated. Why aren't you being more proactive? But there was no space for him to be. And I really believe that a man's job is to show up, is to give to us, and then in turn we give back, and then in turn we give back. And so when we allow that, what happens is we ultimately are respecting them for the actions they're choosing to take, and we're responding from that space instead of saying, I'm going to take this action, subconsciously of course, I'm going to take this action because I actually don't trust you enough to take the action. And the other way that they would show up is basically competing with us, being more aggressive with us, and we get into this way of kind of fighting with each other. And so it's really interesting to see that, because the more and more I reflect and the more work I do around really embodying the feminine in my own life and my own daily practice, I recognize that I've been feeling really strong in that on my own. And so when now there's a potential for an intimate relationship, there's an attraction towards someone, I recognize these old patterns coming in of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and what do I have to do, what do I have to do, what do I have to do? And one thing that I continue to lean into, and a prayer that I have, is, dear God, you know and I know that I have more potential for neuroses in this area of my life. Please guide me and show me the way and take my attraction for this person, and may it be used for the highest good of myself and everyone involved, and may your will be done. Because I don't know, and I'm learning in this lifetime how to be in attraction, how to be within relationship in the queen energy, in this very strong, powerful energy that's also very soft, receptive, and being, you know? So it's an interesting place. And so in navigating this space, it's reminding me to step back and acknowledge that the void doesn't have to be so scary. So it's also looking at my perception of what the void is to me. And so I can use the space of the void as some place to learn, to grow, to be soft. So it's really fascinating. And when we take time to see what the king is in our life, the archetype of the king, what the archetype of the queen in our lives is, and how are we showing up within relationship, and to, as women, how can we create more space and being in the no-thingness, and then receiving, and then for men, really being that place of being the proactive, being the action-oriented, and taking a stand in stepping forward. I think that working with these two energies in the man and woman, as well as just in people in general, regardless of the gender that you're attracted to, is just so big and so important in, truly, I believe, the healing of our planet. So take some time, give yourself some time and space, maybe even look at the home play that's on this newsletter, and feel free to contact me or write any comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say. I know this is a huge topic, and to say it all in 5 minutes is definitely not enough. But I would love to hear from you. You can also reach out for a 15-minute consult around this. My email is valerie@organictwist.com. And I really believe that we deserve to have absolute, outstanding, fulfilling, intimate, passionate, loving relationships in life. And so go for it, because you deserve it. And as always, expect great things.